Full cycle, I just might throw just like a Michael. Mama gone now, I'm thinking death is now we entitled. And it was me versus me, them battles had to fight through. And when you way in the dark, them demons try to fight you. But you can't let them when you gotta see the damn light. Diabetes came from nowhere, messed up whole life. That's what I used to think, my mama helped me out. I got one deer in the sky to make proud, don't count me out. Let's get it started, rest in peace my mama, I don't wanna talk. Fresh fit, who that little nigga, fresh the way he walk. New drip, I'm that one dude creating all the sauce. News flip, you that one do the worker, not a boss. It's safe to say that after all this, I'm standing tall. It's safe to say that after all this, I'm still gon' ball. It's safe to say that after all this, I never fall. I never fall.
Stuff up here on the screen. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing to see. Those that know me know I am all about women's empowerment, building women up, bringing women together. I am all about business and just doing what I do. There's a lot of facets to Survivor Speaks. I don't have my hand in just one thing. I have my hands in a lot of things. First and foremost, I'm a 17 plus year triple negative breast cancer survivor. the young man that you heard on the beginning of the show. That is my artist, Yung-Tye. His name is spelled Y-N-G. He's an inspiration to me and will always be because, he suffers from juvenile diabetes. He's 17 years old now. He suffered with it since he was 8 years old. He has another track. That track is called Never Fall. He has another track out that's it's available on YouTube. It's the Survivor Speaks hashed dash topic. You'll go over there, you'll get the track for Beyond the Chemo Room, which is now featuring Yung-Tye. My regular content, Keep It Diva over there, that's me on that track. And all of the music is produced and engineered by Mook Marv Music Inc. He's in Snellville, Georgia. Needing a beat, you need a track or something, y'all get at him yourself. Y'all can find him on all platforms. Discuss your arrangements with him. I'm just basically telling you who has produced and engineered the music up until now. So Yung-Tye does have the song out called Mo Money. That is not produced or engineered by Mook Marv Music Inc. But anything else that you hear on Survivor Speaks platforms so far is produced by Mook Marv Music Inc. in the background. And yes, that's my new young artist. So we're going to get into some things today. If you saw my thumbnail, it's all about women empowerment. It's all about women empowerment, and that's what I'm about. Now, Denetra, you're going to come on over here. Hi. Okay, I got you, Denetra. It's all right. You handle you. You already know I know. Just get a video a like, and thank you for stopping by, and you take care of you first, girl, because that's what it's about. And you have my IG. If you want to talk about anything, yeah, we can discuss. I really want to know how you're really doing, and I only know limited stuff, so it is what it is, sister. We can talk behind the scenes. I want to really check on you to make sure that you're okay. All right, so it's okay. So getting back to the show, that's Denetra Gibson over here. Let me just share her name. If you go to my Amazon storefront, she's an author, a fellow author. Her books are on my Amazon storefront page, as well as she has her own Amazon storefront page. I don't have a mod here that will be able to drop the link. And Denetra, I'm not sure if Melanie has the direct link to your books. I mean, I probably can pull it, but I started the show before I did. So I'm not, she should be popping in and out of here. I wanted to make sure we drop your links in the chat as well, so that we can show you some support. This is about women empowerment and not about anything else. Nobody cares about anything else. We care about empowering women and loving on women over here. And that is just what we do. And Denetra, as I just stated, you make sure you take care of yourself and get well. I know that you show love when you can. And trust me, I do understand. All right. So in the thumbnail, you did see that I did have Kamala in the thumbnail, Cardi B in the thumbnail, and Sha'Carri Richardson in the thumbnail as well. No problem, Denetra, girl. Love you, girl. Take care of yourself, okay? So I did have Cardi B, Vice President Kamala Harris, and Sha'Carri Richardson in the thumbnail. And today it's all about women empowerment. We have to band together and stand together and not against each other, because that's not what life is about all the time. Women just going at each other and, for no reason at all. That's not what it's about. I'm on YouTube. Yeah, I watch the mess, but I'm here on the business end of it is how I'm working it. So I build my platform, excuse me, on and off. I do more work off the platform that points back to the platform. And that's all that matters for me. And Survivor speaks to somebody that's going to like who she likes. I sit where I sit, and that's just that. I'm about uplifting women, and that's on, period, not tearing each other down. That's not what my channel is about. Just to put that out there. Let me see, y'all. I'm over here trying to be cute. Let me put my little thing up here. So Kamala Harris, y'all. All I'm gonna say right now is Kamala Harris. And I was gonna wait for more people to join in. If they do, they do. If they don't, they don't. But all I'm going to say is, give me 1 second, y'all. I'm checking to see where. Hold on. Yeah, no, I can't see it. There's one thing. Chill. And yeah, I have something that is bothering me so bad that I don't understand. About I'm gonna talk about that like right after I talk about what's in my thumbnail. Just give me a minute. Somebody is reaching out to me here and I just want to respond. And move the show forward. Don't want to be here long, but I have to give credit where credit is due. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. And that's what he thinks, and that's what he thinks about all women. Wow. All right. So, Kamala Harris. I am just sitting here in girl joy right now. I'm sitting here embracing like the inner child within me. I'm embracing that inner child that believes that I can do all things, that, we can break through barriers. And right now, my girl is just, come on now. All right. So let's get into this. All right. So You know, Joe Biden dropped out of the race and endorsed Kamala. She has been endorsed by the Clintons. Uh, she's been endorsed by Nancy Pelosi, and raised a whopping. Y'all hear me? Y'all hear me? This is when I need. This is when you need. This is when you need. Melanie Jones said so up here with the hey, they go Melanie. Hey, Melanie Jones said so. What's up? What's up? What's up? So, Melanie Jones said, I'm here, right? And thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming. I'm here right now and sitting in all of my girl joy right about now, because I'm excited. Hi, I'm Jella. Thank you for stopping by. Hit the like button if you can't stick around. But I'm here in all embracing my inner child. You know, my daughter was celebrating when she first heard that Joe Biden dropped out of the race yesterday. But sitting here in pure girl joy, Kamala raised a whopping $84 million since it was announced that she may be the new primary runner in the presidency. You can't tell me nothing else about anything else about woman empowerment. Some of y'all wasn't here for the beginning. You wasn't here. This is a Beyond the Chemo Room special. You know there's a lot of facets to Survivor Speaks. So this is a special for Beyond the Chemo Room special where my black is pink. So Kamala raised a whopping, you hear me, $81 million. 81, 84 may be off, but it was raised. That says a lot. That means that the people of the United States and of America, we ain't got time for that freedom stuff being taken from us. So we need to stop looking at things, like I said in my video yesterday, as Democrats and Republicans, our freedoms are on the line. We as women, our freedoms are on the line. They're trying to tell you, if you're S8 or great, we're only going to look at this point from this standpoint, right? If you're S8 or great, you don't have a right to make a choice about your own body if there was a child conceived during that essaying or graping, which is mind-boggling to me. Everything else that happened before yesterday does not matter. It does not matter. I hear people saying they're still not going to vote. The vote doesn't count. Yes, it does. It all does. Can you please everyone all the time? You can't. You can't please everybody all of the time, but you have to do your part. You can't sit back and complain. If this man gets into office, again, I told them to get the needle out, because what Survivor Speaks is not going to do is beat cancer, chemo, surgery, all of that. I suffer from Graves' disease. I take a medication for the rest of my life. Once in the morning, other ailments from having triple negative breast cancer. I've had my intestines clipped and repaired 2 weeks after having breast cancer surgery. There is no way in 2024, 2020, that I'm going back to prehistoric times. There is no way. We need to learn our history, people. Everything down to the cowboys. Yes, the good old cowboys. I'm talking about the ones that get on the horses and giddy up, with the cowboy hats on, You know, Beyonce's daddy over there. Yeehaw! Yes, all that was started. Those are African American men that was cowboys. Let's get into it. Yes, they are. They still are African American cowboys. You know, some of us are scared to talk about it. Everything on this earth, do your homework, came from our people. We didn't always have the capital to make it happen as a big corporation. So what we did was we would build stuff up and then sell it for a fraction of nothing basically, and the money would run out and the corporations continue to get rich off of things that we have invented. So yes, do your homework. When we band together as a people, there is nothing that we cannot do. We are unstoppable as a joined together force. But people want to divide and conquer. You got people like Candace Owens, who sits on her platform. She has a pretty big platform. And you complain about everything that's black because you're trying to protect blacks. Make it make sense. Girl. Make it make sense. Hold on while I have a conversation with myself, because I want to be correct here. Like, Lord, let me just say a little prayer, because sometimes I don't have a filter, and I want to make sure this come out right. Oh, Father God, in the name of, like, okay, yeah. I've been through a lot in life. I'm gonna put it like this. You love who you love. You love who you love, and that's just that, right? You love on who you love, like you get to make those choices. But Survivor Speaks just couldn't see herself going to the other side of the dating pool. I'll just put it out there like that. Like, you know, I can't, you know, do the clear folk thing. So I don't know why Miss Owens think because she's married to one of the clear folk that it makes a difference about who she is. Nope, nobody cares, Candace. Nobody cares. Your platform couldn't be better, can be bigger than mine, whatever, who cares? Nobody cares about what you're saying. You made sure you was the first African American woman to come out with the negativity about Kamala Harris. Now, does she need to, you know, speak about why she passed certain laws previous? She may have to touch on that topic. We all get that. We get it. We get it. But the bigger issue with what's happening now, and I do agree, like I said yesterday, with my girl Tamika Mallory. I do believe she does great work, regardless as to what other people's opinions are. I make my own opinions about people. And so, like she said, they're strategic at what they do. They are behind the scenes working. And the question that was raised, or the phrase that was said, was like felons and voting. Basically, that was the topic. And she did not want to speak about it in that way. And I get what she's saying. The difference in the phrase is, though, we're talking about felons that served their time, not anybody that did any essaying, unalived, and all that. Okay, we want to take them all the way out of the equation. What about the people that did time for selling Mary Jane, and Mary Jane is legal now? You got a lot of people that have felons for selling Mary Jane. Does it make sense for these people not to be able to vote? How is that when you have a convicted felon, not waiting to be convicted. He was convicted by a jury of his peers for 34 felonies. So he is a convicted felon on the campaign trail. Make it make sense. So I get it when she says she didn't want to address the topic from the standpoint of felons being able to vote. I totally got what she was saying. But the difference is these are weird. People are talking about the felons that have not committed some type of, how are they putting it nowadays? What kind of crime are they calling it? Like some a violent crime. There it is. Y'all know I'm a breast cancer survivor. I had chemotherapy and everything. So the pauses and what I say, yeah, sometimes I get chemo fog for those that don't know. But yeah, stay with me. It's not that I can't speak. I've been through a lot, and I'm still here. Mind your business. All right, so we're not talking about people that have committed violent crimes. Even if you want to remove those people, we have people that sold product on the corner that's now legal. They can't even vote. But here you have a man that's on the campaign trail that is right now convicted by a jury of his peers for 34 felonies. He was found guilty of. He's waiting to be sentenced. Just because you keep pushing back his sentencing date does not mean that he should still be running in this campaign. So now you get to start with the name calling now, in the words of Donald Trump, the orange man. I don't even like to say the orange man. He has called Kamala Harris dumb as a rock. So when they go low, I know Michelle Obama said we go high, but sometimes when you go low, you know, I'm normally petty Betty. When it comes to certain things, I can be petty Betty. I set that part of me aside. Because, like, that's not who I really want to be. I reserve that for another platform for people that are harassing and bullying a baby. But sometimes when people go low, other people are willing to go to hell and shake the hand of the devil and come back up. So you got to be careful about how you out here, swinging at people. Sometimes you may not get the response that you was looking for. You get the total opposite. So you out here assuming things. And when you assume, you make an ass out of yourself. Are we 10 minutes in? Oh, yeah, I don't know. This probably ain't going to be monetized anyway. I don't know, because I'm trying not to play my Cardi B anthem, but I am a Cardi B fan. Now, Cardi B, but what we're not going to do before I talk about the great moment, big girl. That's my girl. Let me tell you something. Cardi can do no wrong in my eyes. She got it out the mud. I didn't like her when she first came out, but she has proven herself. This is no shot at anybody else. I'm about women empowerment, but anybody that knows me, that truly knows me, already knows what it is and how I feel about Cardi B. Cardi B, come on, girl. Come back home. Come back to us. Come back to us. Come back to us. I understand you feel like Joe Biden just hit Kamala and tagged her in. Let's get over that. We need you in this race. We need you in this race. We need you in this race. Set your personal feelings aside, because she's here now. Okay, that's the only thing I'm gonna say to my girl Cardi B. But then what I'm going to say outside of that is that Cardi B and Sha'Carri Richardson, don't cut no onions on my timeline in the middle of the day like that. It's about women empowerment. Did y'all see that commercial? Well, not commercial really. So Sha'Carri met Cardi, and they had a woman's moment. When I tell you it's the most, oh my gosh, breathtaking moment, that's how you show up for each other. That's how women show up for women. That's how women support each other. That's how you do it. You got a platform. That's how you do it. You show the other people how to do it. You show the other women, lead by example with these platforms on how we should be out here moving in these streets. I'm Jella. I'm trying. Listen. Yes, I that's what I'm talking about right now. Yes. I'm Jella. You on it. You on it, girl. That's what I'm talking about right here, right now. I don't know. I don't know. Should we try and take a trip over to Cardi? I was over here like it's too early for them to be cutting our onions out. Oh, yes, I did also. It's too early for them to be cutting onions. But if you want to see something that is a beautiful moment, head on over to Cardi B or Sha'Carri Richardson's page and take a look about when they met. This is not, so I'm Jella. That is not the first time that they had put a video out. They had put a video out, I think maybe last week or the week before last or something, like that, when they had met. But people don't really realize I'm in a private group with of Cardi B's, because I'm a fan. And so I guess depending on, what you show or whatever, I was invited to be a part of that group. So yeah, she comes in there sometimes. Got a look, girl. I was crying, girl. I was crying. She comes in there sometimes, and when I tell you, she comes in there as just regular, just joking, just everything. Like she just wanted a girl. She's not in there all the time, but when she comes in there, it's hilarious. It is hilarious, and you just laugh all the time. And so, I'm busy doing a whole bunch of stuff in the background, researching stuff for myself. Like I said, I'm building on and off YouTube, so I definitely am not in her private chat all the time, but I do check because she does share like private messages with the people that's in the group. And yeah, you did. They did put up one prior to the one that they put up today, and it was it probably was the what do you call it, behind the scenes that they showed. So yeah, that's probably what it was, and they made it into a video. But like, I think today was the day when they actually came out with this one. And then when Cardi started crying, I just was like, okay. And Sha'Carri, like, girl, don't make me cry. I'm a baby. We already know that Sha'Carri does her thing, but shout out to Sha'Carri for being snatched out of doing what she loves, but always looking to the hills to which cometh her help, where she gets her help from, and her grandmother, to say, baby girl, that was a pause in your life. That does not define who you are, girl. It does not. And when she came back fighting. She came back, and she has not stopped. She came back with a vengeance. And that is the definition of, you knock me down 9 times and I'm going to get up 10. I really want to play that song and get into it. Cardi B is so hood. She's so New York. But when she came out with the album, even though the album did numbers, the way she came out swinging on that album, y'all, child, the people wasn't ready. They wasn't ready. When I don't give a daggone who wrote it. A lot of people use other people to write, and you co-write, and you sit down. It's been going on for years. We gotta look at some of the songs. I am a music person. Like I just hear all types of things, and people used to always say to me, why when the song is on, you singing something we not singing? Because I'm all in the background with what they sing, with ad-libs and stuff like that. I hear all of that stuff. And so yeah, Sometimes you singing a song and I'm singing an ad lib that's in the background because I hear it. And so a lot of these songs, yeah, they were made. Beyonce's, the people say she never gives anybody credit. Okay, lemonade. Let's go lemonade. And that's my song too. Oh my goodness, girl, Chemo for go away. But that's my song though. But yeah, the writer of that song got full credit. She was on Genius. Y'all gonna have me look it up now, because now I can't be on Beyonce's internet messing up. I can't be on Beyonce and Christian Rock's internet messing up. The Beehive gonna come after me. I need to get this right, y'all, because I don't want nobody hive coming after me, because I ain't got time. And sometimes, like I said, when you don't know who people are, leave them alone. I'm not on here for all that. Cause I might have to go get a casket or something for somebody. Cause I'ma do it. Let me see. I gotta get this song. I can't be on Beyonce's internet messing up. No. I'm about to tell you right now. It ain't even that one. Let me see. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Because ain't no way I'm going to be sitting here. Yeah, these is just readers. And that's my daggone song. Now, when it come, I know a word for word when it's on, child. But come on, just give me that daggone. I didn't ask y'all for pray you catching me listening. I know that's why I need the whole album so I can tell her what the track is. Let me see where I'm at. Let me go on over here to see if they're gonna bring it up. Y'all, if you know Beyonce, as soon as I said, you're gonna be like, oh. Went on there, I went on Tidal, and guess who popped up? Survivor Speaks. Yeah, I'm on Tidal. Anywho, yeah, they just want to swear you want to log into your stuff when you get on here. Love drought. Number 7 on Lemonade. That song right there. Young lady who wrote it, she got the credit for it. Let me see if I can see her name. Was it Ingrid Burley? I wanted to say it was Ingrid Burley. Yeah, Ingrid Burley. Love Drought. Credited. So for those that say she don't, no, I be ad-libbing everything. I'm a girl. My daughter's 16. She'll sing some stuff from the 60s and the 70s. People be like, oh, how does she know that? Child, listen, we musically inclined in this house. I wanted her to get to know all types of music genres. So she listens to rap when she's in the mood, but a lot of times she's listening to stuff like Teach Me How to Love and stuff from back in the day. And they just like, huh? It's this song called At Le Restaurant. And that people would be like, what is she singing? She's musically like, her mama, just don't I want her exposed to other things. Hey, is that hold on, is that Miss? Hey, Miss Cat, like, girl, don't mind me with the glasses on and off, I be trying to be cute, but I need readers. I can see far away from here. And thank you, Miss Cat, for stopping by. If you could just hit that like button. We're just on here talking about woman empowerment. And as a movement, we can do so much instead of tearing each other down. You understand what I'm saying? So we're giving a shout out to Kamala Harris You know, she's been endorsed by many. Um, and and since they made the announcement that Joe dropped out at a whopping $84 million. Child, that's 24 hours. And I did say yesterday something that I said, you know, I thought I never think I would hear myself say, but I gotta give it to, oh yeah, thank you. So, you know, I just gotta let the people know I don't be hiding behind nothing. So now I go live and live in color because people told me that they like me better when I'm live and live in color. So I come live every now and then when I'm not working off the app, like building up my platform from off the app. Right now, we are streaming on Facebook and we're streaming here on Instagram. But I do have a code for you ladies that's in the chat, URCCs. You can click my special code. I can actually add 28 more platforms here. And I can stream to all of them at the same time. Of course, Amazon Live would be a different type of streaming platform, but yeah, I can stream to them too. Yeah, and this other platform I'm still doing the research on. You know what I'm saying? I can stream over there too. Maybe one day, and you see what I said when I said what I wasn't going to do, is just send me. But you know what? The video is sponsored by Restream. So I got to do what I got to do when it comes to them, right? Because they made your girl a partner. They saw fit to make me a partner. Yes, that's my first partnership, not affiliate. I'm a partner of Restream. And so, yeah, so you can stream to 30 different platforms. So enough about Restream. Let's get back to all this black girl magic. Because it's magical to me. In today's climate, what's going on? We need to forget about everything else. We need to be worried about getting to the polls and making sure and protect our freedoms to be women, our freedom to choose over our own bodies, what we choose to do and what we choose not to do. That is totally up to you, what you decide to do with your body, especially in a situation, like I said earlier, some people wasn't here. I'm just going to make this point really, really quick again. Trigger warning. If you were somebody that were essayed or great, why the government does not have the right to tell you that you cannot, get rid of something that you didn't want to have that child. You didn't expect to be great, and you conceived during your graping, essaying, whatever you want to call it. You don't have the right to make the choice about your own body. Those are some of the freedoms that are on the freaking table that need to be reversed. So not right now is not the time to be making videos about, because I'm a rapper. And he gonna save some money, for us, because we making the money rapping or whatever. In the other part, don't nobody got time for that right now. It's not about that. It doesn't make a difference whether or not you're a rapper. You're making all this money. You're doing all these different things. You got businesses and stuff like that. They don't. Do you think this guy? He's making a mockery of our race, and he does it all the time for the next. Charles, sometimes I gotta scale it back. He does it all the time for the next person that's ready to put on that suit and get it all fake chain. Some rappers we ain't never heard, that we know they ain't from, where they went to, Brooklyn or the Bronx, whatever borough, whichever one of the boroughs start with the B's. We know that crowd was bust there. We know that those people are not from there. Are you crazy? And who was the rappers? I never heard of them before. So that means they're nobody, because I never heard of them. You see how that's how that's gonna work? I never heard of them. So guess what? I didn't even I saw them up there and knew they was clowns. I didn't even listen to it when they put it out there. Because don't nobody got time for clown stuff. You bypass that stuff and you don't listen to all the clown stuff. Clowns. trying to put on for New York. Y'all not New York. That's why I need Cardi to get back in this. Get out your head, Cardi. Let's get back into this race. I understand what you're saying, and I get it. You know, maybe he wasn't as bad as he was down. We got to choose the lesser of two evils. And right now, our freedoms depend on it. I need you back in this race. I need you to come out. Bernie is not running. You know, Cardi loves Bernie. He ain't running. He's not running. But you know what? Kamala Harris does have behind her, when I tell you they stick together, ain't no infiltrating when it comes to them, because they'll be handled behind the scenes. When it comes to them AKAs, them deltas and stuff, they're gonna ride, and they're gonna ride hard, even though they're from different sororities. The Kappas, they're gonna ride. They're gonna band together as a unit. Whoever else. I decided, you in the bushes, that's fine, that's fine. I decided that I was just not ready to take that step yet. Like, I don't think that that's something that I really wanted to do. So I do belong to two fraternities. I know y'all like, what? Fraternities? Isn't that for men? Isn't fraternities for men? She probably is not telling. Now, fraternities are when you have men and women that are a part of a fraternity. So I belong to two. One is an honor society fraternity. I've been messed our name up right about now too. Child. And the other one is an honor society for business management. So yes. So I have my bachelor's in science with the concentration on business management. And your girl graduated a magna cum laude. So yes, I am a part of two fraternities. So they're very diverse, fraternities. You know what I'm saying? So, and when the fraternities, sororities, whatever have you get together, it's just not, it's no stopping them. It's no stopping them when it comes to donations, standing side by side, singing their song over here, what they believe in, their song over here, what they believe in. So one of the fraternities that I am a member of, we believe in service. So you'll see me doing a lot of service. I'm a breast cancer survivor. So right now I am advocating for a young man by the name of Riziah Clark. If you can donate to his cause, please do. He's battling osteosarcoma, cancer of his jawbone. He had his jawbone removed on July the 17th. He has had 6 rounds of chemo already. And I don't want to talk about that because I really don't want to dampen the moment right now, because I'm a little disappointed when it comes to like the support, from our people. And I've shared a video. It wasn't about a click or a view. I didn't have any promotion in the video. Nothing. It was about Riziah. It's about his healing journey. The video has over 11,000 views. Over 11,000 views, and was shared so many times. And the lack of support is just disappointing. So I don't want to dampen the mood, so I'm going to just jump from over there. As you know, that we are the house over here. I just wanted to say this of the pink ribbon and heart. If you find it in your heart to drop some pink ribbons and hearts in the chat, then you can do that as well. I like to thank my mods for coming through as well. In the clutch for me, Miss Melanie Jones says so is here, and she is dropped some 100 designs and Timberland boots in the chat for Miss Melanie Jones says so, We love Mel over here, and that's just that. That's my sister, and that's that. We have Miss Cat Medusa over here. Drop that kitty cat with the heart eyes in the chat for Miss Cat Medusa. Thank you for stopping by. Even if you're not here, you still not here and not modding. Just hit that. Make sure you hit that like button before you leave and share out the video. Share out the video because it is pure. This is a pure Black girl magic moment. Melanie Jones said so. Drop your link in the chat. Miss Cat Medusa, drop your link in the chat. And feel free to do so. Don't worry, we're just not just live over here. We're live on Facebook as well. So it is what it is, and that is what it's that. I'm just here, like I said, because out of pure Black girl joy, women's empowerment, and we need to lock eyes as women. Arms, excuse me. I said eyes, Lord, eyes. We need to lock arms as women. Come together, band together, support each other, lift each other up. Sharing information is not going to take anything from the next person. Treat people how you want to be treated. When you have a sisterhood, when you form a sisterhood with somebody, you may see your sister falling. You may see your sister slipping. You may see your sister getting ready to do something. And you got to be that person. You got to be the voice sometimes and say, sister, this is not the time. Don't do that. We're not going there. Sister, I'm here for you. Sister, I got your back. Sister, we're going to get through this together. Sister, never let them see you sweat. Sister, this is a safe space. Sister, you are not what they say you are. Sister, if people got a problem with you, let them take that up with themselves. Because some people sit around and assume. And sometimes when you assume, I'm going to say it again, you make an ass out of yourself because you don't have all the facts. All the pieces to the puzzle have not been released. Somebody went and bought a puzzle from the thrift shop, and the people that donated the puzzle didn't tell them that the puzzle was missing about 2 or 3 pieces. So you don't have the puzzle as a whole, right? You only got part of the puzzle. But then the people that brought and donated this puzzle to the thrift store may say, hey, it's not sitting right in my spirit. We went over there and we donated that puzzle to that thrift shop, but I found the 3 or 4 pieces that are missing. So I'm going to go over there, bring these pieces. Hopefully they did not sell the puzzle already or give it away, so that we can so they can connect the dots and make sure that they're able to see the full picture, so that we won't be assuming something without all the pieces. Am I making sense with my little metaphor here? I hope I'm making sense to somebody out there, because I know some of our intelligent people get it. So it's like, sometimes there are pieces, there's a puzzle out there, but there's pieces to the puzzle that's missing, right? And there are people that hold the missing pieces to the puzzle. Sometimes you got to hold on to your missing puzzle pieces, right? You got to do that one just like that. But, and normally, I give out free game on my channel. I do. Yesterday I had a moment where I just was like, you know what? I don't know if I want to do that anymore. I don't know if I want to do that anymore. And it's still a thought that's in the back of my head. But y'all think about it, y'all? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'll just go ahead and yeah, I know what I'm going to do. So yeah, because I have a lot of information where I've done a lot of research, that can help a lot of women move their platforms along. Get followers from other places, people that are not just here on YouTube. Show you how to do other things that that can you can do on your own and put out on your own. And if you're a content creator, you can benefit from it. And things like that. And so maybe I'll save that for like I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do, because like that's just who I am as a person, right? And why let a few bad apples spoil that? For women or other women that can be gaining from information that I have. You may just have a question. How will I answer everything and tell you, oh, my secrets? I know about that. But I'm going to give you some stuff that can help you elevate. Because if you're a content creator, everybody's chasing a monetized dream, right? Everybody, that's what they tell you. Get monetized, get monetized, get monetized. You can get monetized easy, but there's more ways to skin a cat, and you can do it offline. And so while people are pointing fingers like, oh, how did they do this over here, and how did they do this, how did they do this over there, and instead of asking the person, hey, do you mind if I ask you a question? It's up to you whether you answer it, right? It's up to you whether or not you answer the question. You can say yes or you can say no. But yeah, I used to just be dropping all my secrets right here. I'm gonna find another way to do it, because I just don't want to. Because some people just don't deserve to get the information, and it is what it is. I'm just keeping it real. I don't know what's going on with chat. Look, this side over here, and I'm just keeping it real. But there's a way that you can do a lot of different things. You don't know? Just ask the person how they did it. Don't assume. Never assume anything about anybody, because you don't know who's who. You don't know. I'm somebody. I came on here as an avatar. Why? Because I spent so much time in front of a camera, huh? I didn't want to be on camera anymore. And be on camera for free. But yeah, when you monetize and you start dipping and dabbing in all these other different places, you'll start to see you can start to see some different income. Yeah, so your girl survivor speaks. Yeah, I'm triple negative breast cancer survivor. After that, I had a whole modeling career. Like I said, I may come up in some of y'all mentions. Y'all don't know that it's me. But it is, and I like to tell anybody the artwork that you see on my page, the animated artwork that you see on my page is all copywritten. Please do not just use my art. That is my face. I turned just a little part of my modeling portfolio into animated characters, because they are now my avatars. Those are pictures of campaigns that I've done, through different things. Your girl has been a lot of places. Your girl has been with a lot of people out there in a lot of different circles. Hashtag no Diddy, but hashtag he I could have got Diddy. When I recollected some things, I'm gonna tell y'all about this story quick because I did say in the live I was going to share it. So I'm at work. I still had a corporate job. You know, and I'm on my phone all day because I model too. That's my bread and that's part of my butter extra. And that money was quick, you know. When do what I gotta do. Sometime it would be, hey, I know it's 12 o'clock, but do you think you could get here by this time tonight? So sure, as long as you paying for the flight. You got the flight, and then I'm coming. Okay? So on this day, this particular day, I get an email from a fellow model of mine. So now when I sat back and replayed the story in my mind, she was the setup girl. But thank goodness Survivor Speaks mama taught her a little bit different. Taught me a little bit different. And I was also a correctional officer at the age of 21 for 7.5 years. So baby girl, everything around me. One officer to 48 inmates. 2 officers of 96. And as I said before, you better have known each and every one of them personalities that you were the officer for on that day. Because if you don't, then that's what it is. But Survivors, there's so many facets to me, y'all. I know y'all be like, wait a minute, hold on. Now, Survivor, you really did. Coming up, growing up, Survivor Speaks was very active. And I was into karate. Yes. Goju Kim Peru to be exact. It's a style, it's an art form that is taught in Japan. Mainly. And those young kids in Japan at the age of 5 and 7, their hands are huge. Huge. And so you do something called a kata, where it's like a form of dance, but it is karate. So I went as high as the last level of the brown belt, so that's right below the black belt. Tamak from The Last Dragon, he wasn't just acting, he is actually a real martial artist. I met him in the flesh. I was fighting in New York. And the last girl I made it, we fighting for first and second place. The girl was so tiny. And so I just was like, oh, you know, so I was all swell and stuff and all that. Like, you know, no cheering. I was, still in school and stuff. And I felt sorry for her. And when I came home, my mother was like, oh, I said, you got a trophy. Yeah, I said, Ma, I said I had to fight about 5 times today. Got down to fighting the last girl first. I said she was so small. So my mom said, what? I ain't pay for you to go over there and feel sorry for nobody. You should have did what you learned how to do. So anyway, I'm telling you that story so that when I became a correction officer, God rest his soul, my sensei just passed away this year, and it tore me apart because I didn't even know that he was sick. I did share him on a short. A lot of people watched him. His name was Lamar Davis. We called him Moo Moo. He had a pot belly. Don't let the belly fool you, though. So when I got hired as a correctional officer, I had just had my first child. I was 21, my first child. I wasn't a teenager. I was 21, but all right, I wasn't wedded yet. But I went back to my sensei, and he taught me how to use everything around me as a weapon. The bars. Oh, you working in the pod? They got doors. The doors. Oh, they got mop handles. They got broom handles. This how we gonna do this. Oh, he been in the gym working out. He about 270 pounds. This how you gonna take this Negro out. So I'm working in the area where on the men's pod. My partner decided to go to lunch. This guy mad because he couldn't go home. He waited for my partner to go to lunch. He came downstairs and thought he was going to try me. Yeah. She alone, let me go down. I'm mad because I can't go home. We have nothing to do with that. You the one got detainers all over the world and got to wait for these people to come get you, sir. I called downstairs, and normally I don't even have to do that. But I'm trying to work with you because you said you're supposed to be out of here. I don't think that anybody should be in jail one day longer than they're supposed to be, right? So I did what I was nice to you. I called downstairs, but you thought that when her partner got to lunch, it was going to go down. You sucker MC, because I don't want to. You sucker MC. So he came from up the stairs, down the stairs. He done broke the mop handle in half. He was coming at Survivor Weeks. And everything comes together to, when you're in a moment like that. And you just like, but before he knew anything, he was on the ground. That stuff was just like instant to me, right? He on the ground, and then my trustees was like, oh, what? So the trustees, like, I said, listen, I don't need y'all going to the hall. Like, all right, y'all got him. And then we was on the floor where the officers' gym was. And they all thinking they macho and stuff anyway. They all in there in the gym with their shirts off. It's lunchtime. And so that's where my partner was. Here they all running in there with their t-shirts on. Ain't nobody in their uniform shirts. And they like, what happened? He on the ground. I said, listen, I had to do what I had to do. And then the trustees, by the time he was on the ground, the trustees was on it. So yeah, they not going nowhere to no hole. And I just basically told them what it said. Now you're not going nowhere. Do you want to press charge? He hit the ground kind of hard because he got caught. He thought I was slipping, but baby, no, I'm not. I'm not slipping. My head is always on the swivel. And that's why I don't mess with people today, because you know what? You never know who's who. And like, people be doing too much. So I ain't got time for that. Well, anyway, I'm at work. Getting back to the story. I'm at work. Like somebody like, oh, okay, you know what? We may have an opportunity for you. This young guy is an artist. He wants to do like a gallery thing where he wants to have models, all around handling the artwork. I'm his manager. This model, who shall remain nameless, verified for him that, oh no, this is the real thing. I'm flying out too. Mighty funny, she was nowhere on the flight. So I'm calling her like, yo, where you at? Oh, my flight was late. Okay, so your flight late. What time you what time you pulling into Florida? Oh, I'm gonna be on a whatever flight. Okay, so I'm gonna be sitting in an area in the open. That's where I'm gonna be sitting. In an area in the open. I'm gonna wait for you to come. So now this guy here, we got direct contact now. So now he's sending me messages like, I'm here, but I'm outside. You outside where? You're outside the airport. I'm not coming outside the airport. I was supposed to come here and meet you with another model that you, currently work with. We haven't even really ironed out all the details. I'm not coming outside of this airport to meet you anywhere, sir. You're going to need to come inside with these people. Yep. You need to come inside with these people. So he comes and he's like, I'm inside, but I'm right. There was an outer area outside. And there's people out there. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go far as right here. You're gonna have to come to me. I kid y'all not. Nobody can't tell me. God can't come down here on this green earth and tell me that this wasn't allegedly Jermaine Jackson's son. He had the same shoe dye on his hair. Everything just crisp and like somebody just took the shoe dye and just built to my hairline and everything else, and he looked so much like Jermaine Jackson. So I'm like, okay, I'm not sure what happened to Corey. Maybe I'll just say the first name. I'm not going to say your last name. But I'm not sure what happened to her. Maybe I shouldn't even say that because I did work with a Corey after that in Michigan, and I love her to death. But this girl is from the East. She's from the East Coast. Okay, so yeah, she told me that by now she would be here. So what are the rest of the details? Because y'all gave me partial of the details. This boy is 18 years old. He's such a fantastic artist. I saw the work. It's beautiful. I understand that, you know, it's going to be a gallery setting where you guys want models to walk around, you know, with the art, or to hold the art, and, you know, you'll be compensated as models. First of all, this super Negro said to me, you're going to need to get a MacBook. Excuse you? For what? You buying it? For what? I need to get a MacBook for what? That's the first question. For what? Oh, yeah, so, you know, we want you to communicate, but we want you to communicate from just the laptop will be specific to. So if the laptop is specific to whatever the event is that you have going on with you, you're going to need to purchase that laptop, sir. Like, why am I buying that? First of all, buying a MacBook. Oh, yeah, we will purchase it. Like, we're just asking for a voided check. You're not getting avoided anything from me, sir. No. That's not how this works. I don't know who you thought or who Corey thought she was sitting here, right? Because I've seen Corey on the circuit with her, you know, but there's a difference when you have somebody that is getting paid and somebody that's not getting paid. I'm not about to discuss my bag with no models anywhere when it comes to me, because some people won't pay some models for events and they'll pay other models. That's just the way the story goes. That's the way it goes. Listen, that's not my business how you conduct your business. But I've worked with her before more than once. Whether or not she got paid, I'm not sure. That's her business. Just like mine is mine. Well, anyway, let's move forward. This fool said that people are going to be in the house like hashtag no Diddy. He started naming all of these rappers, and I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. When I thought about the other day, I said, could I have been? Was that? Did I make it through a hashtag Diddy moment? Because he just started talking a lot about Diddy, and I really had to think about it and take myself back. Could I have been Nat? So this super, I said, first, you're not getting a voided check for me. I'm not buying nobody's MacBook. We're not doing none of that. I'm not leaving this airport with you and nobody else in no car. I am not leaving the comfort of the security and all of these other people that are traveling here. I said, so I'm not understanding what you think you want. But he's like, oh, well, you know, listen, sir. You sent me a message at 10 o'clock a.m. I was at work. And so I'm here now in Florida on this very same day I left work to come here. Did you think I did you think that I did all of that to come here to deal with this? No. This is not what how it's going down. So what I'm going to do, sir, thank you for the flight. Thank you for booking the round trip flight. Because what I'm about to do is go on and get on the plane and take my behind back to Jersey. This is not what we doing. This man was trying to get me out of the area where there's security. That's not what we doing. Not what we doing. No. And so, if you know, some people know or you don't know, yeah, I did. I was signed to do 2 different agencies in New York. Not exclusively. Maybe I'll do some tips on what you should or should not do if you want to be a model, a paid one. Some things about what you should and should not do, the things that you should always have in your bag so that you can stay ready and you never have to get ready. So when the people call on you, they're like, this girl is always prepared. Maybe we need to call her and book her for something else, but it's always your own kind that will try to use you up for every little bit you got and don't want to pay you 10 cents. Ma'am, you got a whole line that you charging people $700 to $800 a piece for. This line is supposed to be structured around breast cancer, and you're supposed to be a survivor. You want me to be a model, but you don't want to pay me, ma'am. I understand about advocacy. I do a lot of it. I just don't broadcast it because what I do, it's not public for everybody. If I do something personally, I don't do it for brownie points. I'm somebody that's been there through some of the things that people are going through. And I mean my advocacy from the bottom of my heart. There are some times when I have to share. I'm just simply asking if you have it in your heart to help donate, do that. If not, share. If not, just share. And so that's right now I'm advocating for Mr. Riziah Clark. He is a 21-year-old junior at Purdue University, currently on leave because he's undergoing chemotherapy and he's had his first surgery. His second surgery is scheduled tentatively for right now because they're going to restructure his jawbone with a bone from his leg. But he had 6 chemo rounds. They're resuming chemo first. They want to make sure that they got all of the cancer out, in after the surgery. And so they'll do it after that. His Cash App, I'm not going to share his GoFundMe because it's so, Mel, if you can drop the Cash App for me in the chat. His Cash App is $R Clark. That's RCLARK 8282. If you have it on your heart to donate 50 cents, $1, $5, whatever it is, donate to Mr. Riziah Clark. He is, really on a journey. He's one of ours. We're always talking about how we're about community. And there's so much going on right now. His mother didn't want to ask for help. She didn't want to do anything, but without going into that whole backstory, like I said, because I just don't want to go there today because I'm there every day. I'm there every day. I'm with him every day in spirit. He already knows. His mother already knows. I have full permission to talk about his story. I am his voice. They already know what it is that and how I feel about Riziah. I do have a son, and he's like my second sunshine. I thank his mother for sharing such a beautiful soul with me. And we are claiming, touching, and agreeing that he is already healed and that he's healed in mind, body, soul, and spirit. But even through everything he's going through, to see his strength and resilience through it all, I take my hat off to this young man, because yesterday he shared something. I didn't share it over here on YouTube because my daughter had me out in the streets, and for some reason I couldn't upload it on my phone to my community wall. His thoughts for yesterday, this is right from the desk of Riziah Clark, was healing and his next surgery. That is what mattered to him most yesterday. And so we love Riziah Clark over here. And if you feel it in your heart, you can hashtag Riziah Clark, healing Riziah Clark. Here for all that. And I'll forever be somebody that stands in the gap for people that are fighting cancer, even if it's not breast cancer. It is just cancer. Survivor Speaks looks at cancer as an intruder, shows up in your life, and it just says, I'm here. Deal with it. Whether you want to deal with it or not, you are either going to choose to fight or take flight. And sometimes you don't have time to think about what you're going to do next. This is where your faith kicks in. Got to lean on the good old Lord, whoever you believe in. Allah. Buddha, Jesus Cristo, Jesus Christ. They're the same person. Jesus Cristo. How do I sound? How was my Spanish, you guys? So yeah, well, whoever you believe in, everybody except it's just me. This is opinion of Survivor Speaks. I can't get with the people that say that they just they got their right. I'm not going to. Their name starts with A's. I can't. The atheist. Let me say the atheist, because I might have went over there and told somebody I was talking about the name of their channel. So the atheist. I'm gonna just say it. I can't. I can't. There is a higher power. And so that's what I'm getting at. And so that's when you have to lean on that higher power. And you got to pull that strength from that higher power. And you have to make a choice and say, I'm not going to give up. I am going to fight this thing. And everybody is not as strong-minded as I am. And I'm not saying that I am the strongest person in the world. I had my moments. Trust and believe you me. My daughter was 5 months old when I was diagnosed. I had my moments. But from the beginning, I knew already that I was healed. I didn't know till 2024 what my purpose was, because I do suffer from something called survivor's guilt. If you don't know what that is, look it up. I'm here, Lord. Why did you spare me? But why did you take these people away from me? But you never question God about why. And I learned that a long time ago. People are here for a reason in the season. You never know what people pray for, and the power of prayer. The power of prayer is truly, truly powerful. For those who don't believe, I'm going to share this brief story with you. A supervisor of mine, we started acting together. I've done, Survivor Speaks done a little acting, y'all. I probably was on a TV station near you too. You probably probably don't remember. You probably, I think I did a little modeling on TV a little bit. On Channel 2, CBS. And so, shout out to Old Navy, because I was modeling some Old Navy pieces at the time. Shout out to them. So, we did this play, and it was called, the name of the play was called, I'm getting it mixed up because I was in more than one. It wasn't Underneath It All. Goodness. Yet will I trust him. Written by Pastor Wayne Bullock from New Jersey. And in the play, my supervisor played a cancer patient who passed away. She found out she had cancer in this play. And it kind of took her right out of here, right? Her husband was an extra and played one of the EMTs that carried her off that stage. When I tell you it hit you in the gut, like. So we happened to work together. We fellowshiped together, went to church together. All things. That's why I say people have different relationships. You build different relationships. And even in the relationship that we had built, there was outside relationship, outside forces trying to come in between what we built. But we had built something that was so strong, a connection that was so deeper than, anything else anybody else had. A sisterhood where she would ask me certain things. And because I'm just, I don't have a filter, for those of you who don't know, but I'm gonna just keep it 100. I'm kind of like the voice of reason sometimes for people. Like, for some reason, it's like, this girl here at the job trying to get $3,000. I need to see you in a quiet room. We're going to sit the supervisor. Once the door closed, the supervisor going to stay outside. I need to see you in the quiet room. Just me and you in the quiet room, because we not, no. That's not what we're getting ready to do. First of all, if this girl is getting evicted, we're going to give her a list of she just started working here 2 weeks ago. Now, mind you, I'm mentoring and leading, so I'm hearing all conversations. Listen, somebody can't evict you and tell you to get out without going to court. They need a court order. So if her landlord told her just 2 days ago she needs to get out, ain't no paying them no $3,000 to say he talking about she got to be out in 2 days. I said, girl, let me tell you something. Yeah, this is something else y'all know about Survival Speak. I'm a licensed real estate agent. Listen, and even if I wasn't, that ain't how it work. That ain't how it work. So what we not about to do, this girl, she was just at a party. We not doing this, no. Sit down. Where you get this money from? You getting ready to do what? I need you to sit it on down. All right. We good? Because when we open the door, we go back to being supervisor, and I'm underneath you. Like, so are we good before we open the door? Are we good? Are you looking at me? Are you looking at me, Kelly? Are you looking at me? Okay. And y'all can still listen to Kelly Downing on the YouTube music channel, In the Master's Hands. That was my old supervisor. That was an old friend of mine. Not old. She was a friend of mine. She was a lot to me. Check it out. Check it out. That is a gospel album. You can listen to it from front to back. My favorite track on the album is Safe in the Master's Hands. So yes, that's Kelly, Kelly Downing, Downing. She got a little bit of club on there. She got a little bit, like, just listen to it. When I tell you, Kelly can sing, Kelly can sing. So I came across a video of her singing Beyoncé the other day, and I lost it in here. But that's okay. So let me just get back to this story. Her son was 4 years old and diagnosed with leukemia. And I'm just like, God, what are we doing? You know, I know we're not supposed to question you. God, what are we, like, this baby? I want to say Kyle was 3 or 4. Oh, God, what are we doing? Like, this hurt so bad, you know? And so Kelly was a praying woman. Nobody knew what Kelly's prayers were, right? Kai went through treatment. He did not lose one strand of hair on his head. Not one. You could not tell that he had cancer. She didn't even tell the church yet that he had cancer. So Survivor Speaks does what Survivor Speaks does. I'm always the one that was at work, running around, planning stuff, this, that, and the third, whatever. So I get the supervisors, distract Kelly. I need to steal the picture of Kai off her desk. They distract Kelly until they call a whole meeting. I steal the picture, scan it into my computer, send my other supervisor, we good, well, y'all can cut the fake meeting out, let it out. I got it. I'm planning. We having a Kai day. I need somebody to contact the family. We got to get it all approved for the company that I work for. Contact the family. We're going to have Kai day. We're going to have Kai day, y'all. We're going to have Kai day. We're going to have her whole family here. She's not going to know anything. When I tell you that it was it was beautiful. It seemed like our whole department stopped. Nobody called, the phones wasn't ringing, nothing. Her husband didn't know anything. He came through the door with her sister, and we had a fake meeting that day. And we had this director She was clear. That's the only nice thing I can say without saying anything too bad. She was clear. And like she almost ruined our whole day. And like, something had came out on me, and me and her was in the kitchen, and she was like, "Oh, I didn't know if it went down." It didn't go down now. If you would have been a part of this, like I asked you to, then you would know what would have went down. Now you're out here looking for a shirt that we didn't order for you. So thank God her mother did not come. So you can hold the shirt up to your neck when she's coming out of the room. Y'all, she was crying, all the whatever. I said, yes, I'm gonna get a little ghetto, so let's go in the room a little bit. And I started making it rain on the baby. I'm like, if it was going to Disney, if he say, buy it. You ain't got to spend nothing out your pocket. We done did it all. This is Kai Day. We all had on the shirt. She was like, well, when did y'all change and put on those shirts? And when did y'all order them? It's not about that. It's just the fact that, yeah, we're going to put a smile on his face. He was done with his treatment. But let me tell y'all something. I tell y'all, he went through chemo, didn't look like he had a scratch on him, right? I'm in training now because now I've been promoted. So I'm in training. In walks Kelly to the trainer. Hey, can I see? I'm going to just use Bob speech. That's, my book is in my name. Like, I don't give a damn. I'm not having nobody got that on it. But so, yeah. Can I speak to her in the next room? We go in the next room. She's like, this ain't no sexual harassment. And Kelly, come on now. We done been in plays. We done had to get ready for scene shows. Everything all over the place behind the stage. This, that, and the third. Girl, what is going on? Why did you pull me out of training? She's like, well, fill this right here. I said, get your AZZ in there. I don't know if I was put the supervisor to the side because just me and you in here, get in there and call the doctor. Lo and behold, she had breast cancer. And she's no longer with us. But the day that I went to see not the last time that I saw her, it wasn't the last. It was a time before last time that I saw her. And I hadn't seen her in a while because we were working remote. Hey, Don. Mr. I was never here. Nope. And I never saw you either, Don. Thank you for always stopping by. And just like the video, Don. You was never here and I never saw you either. Okay. That's my little friend, Don right there. It's like he's already in the, he's on the other side of the galaxy, someplace we ain't get yet. But he drives through people's chat. Y'all probably seen him in y'all chat every now and again, but he's not here. But yeah, that's not. So anywho, another one of the people I look up to on these YouTube streets. So people know different people. You can't just think that because people is watching from one place. They don't know nobody nowhere else. Yeah, you guys call networking. Broaden your horizons. You know what I'm saying? Making a bag. Getting the bag off this thing, not just the monetized bag, because baby, you gotta run them numbers up to see that monetization work for you. That's why you gotta have, multiple streams. Jay tried to tell y'all on 444, he was trying to give y'all $1 million worth of a game. $9.99. But y'all want to talk about a clump them in with the crazy old people until they come out with something. Hope is still that, what? I just want him to claim that girl. The boy is questionable. We don't know about that. That girl look just like you, Hope. I just got to say that. But you're still my dog, though. That's how you deal with that. Because you got to deal with the God at the end. Only you and the good Lord. And you said you told B that the spiritual SHIT really worked. That means you believe in something. You said alhamdulillah after that. I don't know if you believe in Allah or if you believe in the Lord Jesus Christ. Whatever you believe in, hope. I don't believe that you believe in the Illuminati. I don't believe in that because you tried to tell these folks on 444. You want to know how the J people did it? But this how. Don't do no dirt in the neighborhood where your mama live in. Take your money and buy the neighborhood. That's how you rent it. I just paraphrased, y'all. But that's what he said. Y'all wasn't listening. Y'all want him to hand y'all something. He handing y'all the game. $1 million worth of game for $9.99. He ain't lying. You want to go over here to the daggone neighborhood down that your mama live in? Was she written in? He could have bought a building in Dumbo for like $2 million. At the time 444 came out, the building was worth $20 million. He didn't take advantage when it was $2 million. So how he feeling down Dumbo? It's a play on words. Come on, Mel, remind me again. Am I in the wrong, B? Dumbo is in Brooklyn, I believe. That's one of the last shoots I did in Dumbo. The place in Brooklyn, baby girl. You know, it is some very affluential of African American people that own some spots in Dumbo. Bread and breakfasts. Our people own that. So anyhow, Kelly was in the hospital, and I get there and I see her for the first time in a long time. And so I gotta pretend when I get there she's in crisis. I gotta pretend like that is not affecting me. So I'm like, oh, you know what? Wait a minute. Let me go get my phone. I'll be right back since she's in crisis anyway. So I walked down the hall and lost it. You know, her sister comes out. Are you okay? I'm fine. You know, just, you know, go and handle her. I'll just wait outside the door until they get her comfortable. Because I wasn't expecting to see that. And so when they finally get her in a comfortable place, I go and I talk to her, and she's like, oh my goodness, I'm so glad you're here. Somebody that can finally relate to how I'm feeling. Everybody's fight is different. And so I told her, I said, this is not about me. I'm here for you. And I understand I went through what I went through, but I'm here for you. I went through what I need to go through, Kels. I just need you to just not try and talk. She was having a hard time talking. And so it was just me, mother, her sister in the room at the time. She was having a hard time talking. And she was like, oh, but you're a survivor and you've done so much. And it's just like, I know I'm survivor. Like, you kind of like stumped on what to say, right? I know I'm a survivor, Kelly. It's not about me. It's about you. And I'm here for you. We want to make sure, you know, if you know, you get better and stronger to come home, right? And I kind of start walking away from the bed and like kind of moving. But her mouth was so dry, so I picked up some, you know, the swab and wiped her mouth, and it was just taking air. I kept saying in my head, like, hold it in. Not about you. Hold it in. Be strong. Hold it in. I'm so glad in comes, you know, her husband and her children. And I'm like, you know, hey, what's up? What's going on? Da, 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 da. And I'm just like, and she's over there, oh my God, you know, somebody cooked for the family and she couldn't eat. Oh man, she cooked for y'all. And she's straining. And so I go back by the bed, you know, telling me to come over there. I go back I'm on one side of the bed, he's on the other side of the bed. And he was like, yeah, finally somebody that understands. And I'm like, oh, she's back on it. And she says something like 6 months to a year. And I'm like, I didn't hear that. So I'm like, I'm not understanding what you're trying to say. I need you to rest your voice. Her husband repeats it. They told her she has like 6 months to a year to live. What? It's what I'm saying in my head, but I'm like, no, you know, Kels, God has the last say, you know, and that's what you believe in. That's what we're going to believe in, because God will do anything up to the last minute. We just don't know. So he has the last say. And she's like, I don't know what else to do. I know that you would be the only one that will understand this. And she rips open her gown. I can't get what I saw out my head. Ever. I don't know what it's like to go through that. I don't I don't I don't know what it was like to have looked at that. I don't know. I don't know. I'll never be able to unsee what I saw. Never, never. And so I my daughter was like, I want to go see Miss Kelly. I want to go see Miss Kelly. And I'm like, oh, I don't think it's a good time for you to see her. She may not be up to whatever. Uh, you know, uh, the family took the phone from her because, she couldn't respond anymore. So I went up to the hospital with my daughter because she wanted to see her. When we got there, they had her sedated. So she looked like she was in peace, So I basically called and told her husband, like, if I know they never left her alone in the hospital. I know you're not here. I'm here, though, just to let you know. Nobody's here. They have her, fully sedated. She doesn't even know that I'm here. I know that she probably can hear me. So the nurse just wanted to know, who's staying tonight? And he said, I'm coming. But, they just, did a little something for him. And I knew that was the last day that I was going to go to the hospital. I wanted the family to have as much time as they could with her because, there was a calm in that room. My daughter didn't have to see anything. So she passed of breast cancer. I want to say like maybe it was, but that was a Saturday. I want to say the Friday after that. And I'm telling you this story to tell you that her son had cancer, leukemia, went through treatment without a scratch, didn't lose a piece of hair off his head. As a matter of fact, she had to keep getting him haircuts as normal. Everything. He'd be running around on, nobody knew. Nobody from her church home knew. But the power of prayer is powerful for those that don't believe. This mother's prayer was, God, if you heal my son, and if you do this for me, I will give my life to you. Just heal my son. And that's what happened. So it's not for us to question, like, what happened. Kelly was a praying woman. It's not for us to question. And that was her prayer. And her son went through chemo 4 months. Not one piece of hair missing. And not one day that you can tell he was ill. But that mother's prayer was, God, if you would just heal my son, I will give you my life instead. And exactly what she prayed for is exactly what happened. And so you never know. And even with me knowing that, I still suffer from survivor's guilt. So during breast cancer month, some years I shut down, other years last year I did a campaign in November where I did a photo shoot. Oh yeah, let me bring it up really quick. Because you have to get off here. Mel, I need you to drop in the chat. Are you going live or how's that going? Because I'm about to get off here in 1 minute. I just had to share that story with you right here. So this is my book. It's titled Survivor Strong, Overcoming Triple Negative Breast Cancer with a Resilient Mindset. That is the QR code. While it's on the screen, you can just take your phone, scan it if you want to support your girl, or it is located over there on in my Amazon storefront, right along with some other great African American authors. Our very own Denetra, she's over there in my under my Black authors as well. I have two cousins that are authors. Their books are in my on my page as well. Samira Jones and Tashiana Green, whose last name has since changed. Their books are over there on my Amazon storefront. I didn't actually put anything in the. I didn't mean to change that. Yeah. Anything in the. So there is a QR code. If you want to follow my storefront on Amazon, you just take your phone, put it up there, scan that QR code. You can follow me on my Amazon storefront. We're gonna have some bundles over there for sale in a minute. Well, I gotta see how I'm gonna do that. I gotta, it's called networking, right? That's why you never know who you might need or who might know who. Listen, I could cut the middleman out. So the hair you see in my hair is hair from I had this hair for, I'm not even gonna tell y'all, but this is hair from when I had my Survivor hair extensions company, and I'm going back to that. And me and my vendor never lost contact with each other. And when I tell you, once you make that connection with someone, that's where this stuff comes from and stuff like that. You got to keep those connections open. They will forever support you. If I order some bundles right now, guess what he gonna do? He gonna ship them to me with my labels on them. He made. I didn't even make the labels. Like I'm just like you. I know we getting this money together. Me and my boy Nan. Yeah, Nan is an older Chinese man. Yeah, me and Nan. When they had the little, things going on over there in China, I reached out to Nan. His wife was crying like, oh my God, she called and she checked. And yes, I did. You got to know about networking, not burning bridges with people that you don't know what type of connections that they may have. So when I connect with somebody, there is other reasons aside of why we may connect. Me and Melanie connect on a whole nother level people don't even know about. She asked me, I said, what? Girl, what? Yeah, do I know? That's the number one plus size publication in the world and has been the forefront of this thing for the longest amount of time. People fighting to get in this magazine. Do I know? Oh yeah, I was model of the month in what was it? December of, I forgot what year it was. Here you go, bam. So you just never know who people know. And yeah, I'm leaving out parts of the story because that's that's something personal that we have with each other. You just never know how people know people. And people may know people in high places. Just so happen to be she knows somebody in a high place that I did work with. Connection. So guess what? She I know what I'm talking about when it comes to this little modeling gig stuff here. She know I know. It's on a different level. Don't have nothing to do with nobody else. My relationship with this man, Don, Mr. I wasn't here. Y'all probably didn't even know that I even knew who he was because he does just show up in a lot of people's chat this week. I wasn't here. Okay, Don, you wasn't here. You wasn't here. We get it. But yeah, so like I said, shout out. Like I have to get Denetra's linked, so like when I go live, I can actually make sure that we have them to actually share her books, the links directly to her books in our chats. I'll even see if I can like make like a QR code and flash it up every now and then. We want to support. We want to support Denetra. Melanie, I don't know if you step in or out. Are you going live, ma'am? Or are you live, ma'am? Or are you going live, ma'am? Or no? You still handling your business? I don't know where Mel at. She be back and forth in chat, in and out, doing whatever. I don't know where Mel at right about now. What are you doing, Mel? Where you at? Y'all know I can't see. This when I tell y'all this is something. This is hard. She ain't even on here. I don't even. I don't know what. I don't even know. I don't know. I think Mel was going live. I think she was supposed to be going live. I'm not sure because I haven't been able to look to see if she is on. She might be over there already, child. Mel is something else. So, anywho, I want to thank all of you guys for coming out and, turning up with me just for a little while. So I don't know if Mel, I don't know where she's at. She be modding all over the place. I don't know where Mel at, but I knew she was supposed to be going live. Not sure if she's live or not. I don't know if Miss Candice, if you're still here. I'm not sure or not. The other people that's here, they were a little afraid. Angela, I know you're supposed to be in the bushes. Thank you for coming by. Denetra, I know you're in the bushes. Good world, baby girl. And anybody else that's here. And Mr. Don, I was never here. Thank you for always stopping by, but never being here. Because he's probably in he reminds me of Willow Smith. He's somewhere in another dimension with his stuff. Like I listen. I'm a little futuristic. I believe in being the futuristic, but he's somewhere on another level with it. Okay, he is. He's on another level, and so it wouldn't be me, y'all, if I did not tell you to make sure that you got your mammograms, fill up on your boobies, to make sure that you are all right. All right? And don't you dare let anybody come into your house and disturb the peace that passes all understanding. I'm Survivor Speaks. This video was about women empowerment. We're going to stick together. We're not going to let anybody tear us down. We're going to hold each other up. And we're not going to be apologetic about it. Okay? Because this is the year of the woman. If you look at all the rappers that are standing, that are coming out with all the heat and the fire and the smoke, it is women. If you look at all the entrepreneurs that are coming out, it is women. If you look at the people that are getting ahead and making a difference in this world and standing for something and not falling for anything, it is women. So this is what my channel is all about. Don't come over here asking me nothing about nothing else. Don't ask me about nothing negative on YouTube or off YouTube. I don't want to hear it. I'm not answering no questions for anybody. If you don't want to lock arms and get this coin off the ground, I don't have time. Because it's people that have already built their platforms, and your content is your content. Whatever type of content you want to make, you do that. Make it great. Over here, I just, decide that I don't need to go. I don't need, to come with the mess. Now, they call me Petty Ann now on Instagram. My people that's on Instagram, over there on Instagram, yep. They know that I turn into Petty Ann sometimes. But there's only a certain amount of people that can bring Petty Ann out. So a lot of times when I'm silent, I'm sitting with myself. I may not feel well. You won't know that. I may not feel, I may be going through something. Every time I get an ailment, I just don't get online and tell people about it. But our stories need to be shared. There are some of us that's going through some stuff in the background, and you will never know it. And sometimes people gain strength from other people that are resilient and are able to fight day in and day out, for their health. So that's something that for the rest of my life I will have to do. So I'm not sitting on YouTube going back and forth with anyone. And you get to choose where you sit, how you sit. And if people can't understand that different relationships are different when it comes to different people, then that's their burden and brunt to bear, right? That's something that they got to work on with the Lord. It don't have anything to do with you. But you can't tell anybody how to feel. You can't make anybody feel how you want them to feel. You can't do any of that. At the end of the day, if you are with somebody or you're for them, at least in my world, stand up, stand for something. Just don't fall for everything. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, and I'll say it again, don't you dare let anybody come into your house and disturb the peace that passes all understanding. I am a firm believer that people are in your life for a reason and a season. Sometimes you outgrow them. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes you got to pick up your saddle, throw it over your back, and move forward. All right? And on that note, I will see you in the next one. I don't know where Mel at. I guess I'll go out here and see if she's going live or not, because I don't know. And if she's not, then Survivor Speaks is going to go to bed. Or Mel, I don't know, you ain't answering me in the chat. I don't know where you're at. You're probably over there mining for somebody else, but I'll catch you on a replay, maybe even. But y'all just stay here to the end. I love y'all. Thank y'all for coming out and hanging out with Survivor Speaks on the Monday. And I will see you guys in the next live or video upload. Peace.
Full cycle, I just might though, just like a Michael. Mama gone now, I'm thinking death is not we entitled. And it was me versus me, them battles had to fight through. And when you way in the dark, them demons try to fight you. But you can't let them when you got